So, we finally hit 1,000 views on the Hell Valley Skytree animation, and I said that when I get better equipment, I will make a real video on it. This is the quote-unquote real video, and when I said that, I didn't even have my video recorder. All I could do was film things with my phone, and that's why I did not make that video, but now I have at least something. Still isn't what I wanted. I want to have legit capture card and other stuff like that so I can film my own gameplay and not use other people's stuff and not do these podcast things. Anyway, so instead of repeating the same dumb garbage literally everyone else, well, actually no, first up, let's not get ahead of ourselves. What are the Hell Valley Skytrees in the first place? The Hell Valley Skytrees are this weird Easter egg that can be found in Super Mario Galaxy 2 in Shiverburn Galaxy level. If you go into first-person camera and look up, these things are there. They're creepy. That's why they matter. Because Mario game is for little stinky babies, and it's kid-friendly and all that, so this is what caught everyone's attention. Because this is... I mean, it's got hell in the name. When was the last time you heard hell in a Mario game? Never. This was I'm pretty sure this was the first time. Anyway. So, we're going to be viewing this from a lore standpoint. Instead of repeating the same dumb garbage everyone else has said over a million times, they're related to Kodamas, and then they're inspired by the real place called Hell Valley with monkeys and other good demon things. Yes. Shut up. I'm tired of hearing the same thing in every video. We get it. They are inspired by Kodamas. Now shut the frick up. Okay. First up, let me go over one of the biggest misconceptions. They are not aliens. The definition of an alien isn't an extraterrestrial being, but specifically something from another place coming to a place that it does not belong in and basically invading. So in this case, Mario is the alien because this is where they live and Mario is just arriving here. Like it's not like he owns the place because he basically does. So Mario is technically the alien here. They're only aliens if they come to the Mushroom Kingdom. Then they'll be aliens. But they're not technically aliens. So, get that out of the way. They're not aliens, okay? Shut up. Are they ghosts? Probably. Definitely demons. I mean, Hell Valley. Hell. Yeah, they're probably demons. Ghosts, demons kind of go with each other. Now, one theory I heard is that these... Oh, by the way, there is a fourth one down there. You just can't see it. This is the same sprite repeated twice. There's not 3, there's 4. One theory that I saw is that these are Shroobs, and the tall one over here is Princess Shroob. That's a good observation in itself, but very loose-ended and has no evidence for it. Yeah, they're aliens. Sort of. Yeah. Those were aliens, and most people call them aliens. The shape is right. But remember, this sprite right here is the same sprite as this one. It's just lower down. It's the same height. Honestly, if you look at it in a certain way, it kind of looks like a Shy Guy. But that's actually just his shoulders lower down. So, we got that out of the way. I see a lot of dumb theories like it's Waluigi and Wario, but that makes 0 sense. And besides, there's 3 of them here, and technically 4. So, what even? Popular theory I saw is that it's a fourth wall break envisionment of the player looking over Mario. First of all, why are there 3 then? Mario Galaxy is a 2-player game at most. And most people just play 1-player because the 2-player in the game freaking sucks. So this doesn't make sense either. And besides, it's so obvious. Why would they be envisioned as demons if they're just referring to the player? That doesn't make any sense. It's also commonly believed that they were originally in a beta build of the game. We're not getting into that. We're talking about this from a lore standpoint. We'll have a different video for like what they really are in truth. We're talking about this from a lore standpoint. Now let's so what are they good or are they evil? There's a different mixed messages given. So sometimes you'll get a message from Rosalina that says that there are kind-hearted people watching over you. So that could refer to them, but they're only in 2 levels, which is Shiverburn Galaxy and Grandmaster Galaxy when it uses Shiverburn's background. So maybe. And then there's other stronger evidence, and it's just commonly believed that they're evil because spooky evil demon things equals evil. But so in a future part of the level, there are asteroids coming from the sky, and that's obviously normal. Asteroids go all over the place. They don't care. They just crash into the place. But a little bit later, there's ice falling from the sky. Ice doesn't just fall out of the sky and crashed into the ground. So it could be being dropped down from them to kill Mario. So there's some evidence to support both sides. None of them can be very strong. And now, one thing that like another pretty popular Super Mario game creepypasta thing is this monstrosity, ELH.SZP. It's a similar shape, it's creepy, it's unused. No one knows what it was for. It's a ghost because it's in Luigi's Mansion, making it a ghost. So, and if you look at it in a certain way, it's twisty, weird-looking pieces right there. You can see the same outline of the eyes that they had. Oh yeah, also did I forget to mention that the Hell Valley Skytrees are gigantic? Yes, they're freaking huge. If you actually pair them up to Mario, they're easily like 100 times the size. Remember the Megaleg fight? Think that, but even bigger. Way bigger. So that's scary. But that might just be because if in order for them to be seen from so far away, they would have to be huge sprites. So they might not canonically be so huge. He's big compared to Mario and Luigi, ELH is, but nowhere near the size of those, of the gigantic ones. So it does all kind of things. It's very slimy. Like, some people could say maybe, like, if you look at the bottom sprite of the Hell Valley Skytrees, they are just nothing on the bottom. That obviously could most simply just be because they were lazy, and since they're not going to show their legs, then they don't need to bother making a sprite for their legs. Some could say that it was a dress. Oh yeah, and another thing that connects these two together is fire and ice are the attacks that ELH uses, and fire and ice is the theme of Hell Valley, which presumably would be the elemental abilities that the Hell Valley Skytrees have. They might be white, but because we're so far away, they appear black, so that could be another thing. But also, ELH is textureless, and I'm not sure, and I don't think it would be intended to be. But that's just what we've kind of gone with. Maybe it's intentionally textureless. It does have a very slimy appearance, and it grows to appear. So, who knows? But, oh, what was I saying again? stuff. Stuff, 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 stuff. So this is the other thing that's always brought up when talking about Luigi, about the Hell Valley Skytrees. But some people have said that it's just a similarity, and I say screw those people. It is definitely intended. Look at how similar it is. There was a weaker but nice and simple theory that they were simply the shadow enemies from Super Mario RPG. They do share a pretty good resemblance. Look it up if you want. But nothing to suggest that. But I have a theory that none of you small brains have thought of. Because no one really cares about Luigi's Mansion 2. I guess that's the one that no one ever cares about, despite it being the one that I love. No one ever talks about Luigi's Mansion 2. They always talk about 1 and 3. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. And it being never talked about means the characters in it are also never mentioned, but check this out. Look at the resemblance in these two. They're the exact same shape. They're long. They can appear in both tiny and huge. They can appear in small, big, whatever shapes. And they even appear without arms sometimes, like the smaller Hell Valley Skytrees. And their description gives a neutral feel to them because they were once good, and after the Dark Moon broke, then they're kind of evil and mischievous. So it really just fits in all ways, shapes, and forms. It's Ghost. Everything about it is similar. Like, honestly, we could essentially say that this is canon, but obviously we can't. This is literally all they are. They could just be creepers. Oh man. Anyway. So yeah, and no one has thought about this because no one cares, but I do because creepers are my favorite ghosts from Luigi's Mansion 2. So yeah. And there's nothing else to really say. Because there's nothing else to talk about. Because there's just such little anything to go off of. A lot of people believe that there was a beta build and it was gonna be creepy and those were the enemies, but then they decided, it's too scary. It doesn't fit with the game, so instead, let's get rid of it, scrap it, and then just hide a little reference to it. And really, all these theories are great and all, but nothing to back it up, but also nothing to deny it. So believe any of them if you want. But I think this is the closest answer we'll get because just look at how similar they are. They're so similar. They're infinitely similar. Not sure what else to add to this video, so we're done here. And then I'll do the one in a gameplay stance and in the meta game, what they are. Goodbye. If you haven't seen it yet, do remember to check out the original Hell Valley Skytrees animation that I made. And the revamped version down here. So yeah. Like and subscribe and other dumb garbage. And then we'll tackle it from the other way.